Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. Today is June the 2nd, 2024. Haven't done a layout or project update video in a while, so this one might take a while. So 20 minutes max, hopefully 10. But I'm going to start off here. This is one of the buildings that I bought at the Spencer Model Train Show at the North Carolina Transportation Museum a couple weeks ago. And this is its forever home, so I'm pretty happy with the way it looks, and it looks exactly the way I imagined. I just need to add a couple of parts to it, and maybe some interior and then windows, because right now it looks pretty abandoned. But we're going to work on that here in the upcoming weeks. I'm still working on that backdrop that I told you about. That is sitting, I got sitting right here. Opie's hanging out with me. He doesn't like when I disturb him. And this is the backdrop if you've never watched the videos I've done before. I did trim this out. I'm getting ready to mount it onto the gator board, and then you can just imagine how it's going to look there. But you know what? How about we just do this? We'll just stick this up there just for a second and get a good idea what it's going to look like. Hang out right here. Just throw it up there. And voila. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Road's a little wide, but when you put some structures in there, I think it will turn out and look pretty decent. It's got a little depth. I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. All right. So here's the bad news, because I like to start off with the bad news first. Everyone's feeling the pinch. Oh, let me give you something to look at. With the inflation and everything that's going on right now, and I think I'm going to have to sell some models. So these are the models that are on the chopping block. I have 3 Alco C425s, obviously Erie Lackawanna, in the original as-delivered Erie scheme, and this 2407 this is a custom model. The guy did a real good job putting the horns on and the original as-delivered locations and all that, and these are just I guess later editions. I mean, it's on the conductor side of the cab or the fireman side of the cab. These are Atlas Cato models, and I haven't decided on anything yet, but these are the 3 that don't really fit in with anything, that I was going to change a paint scheme on it and re-letter it Virginian and make them like patch jobs. But I've decided to hold off on that because I got way too much stuff going on. This is an Athearn Genesis Northern Pacific, what is this, Z8 Challenger, and it's on the chopping block. Once again, I was going to make it a lease unit, and with the idea that, you know, the Pennsylvania Railroad was leasing steam from other railroads instead of fixing their own, and my Virginian was going to lease these because they had 107,000 pounds of tractive effort, and they were almost as powerful as the 2666 Blue Ridge that they had. So that may have to go. And this is my Clinchfield Broadway Limited Challenger. I really like this one. I had to send it back to the factory and get the decoder replaced because it had a bad motor control chip. Really like it too, but it's heavy and it pulls pretty good. And it might be getting gone here. I don't know. It all depends. It all depends. So let's start talking about layout update. Go to the happy stuff. So this scene right here is going to change in the future when I put the grade on that track in the back. It'll be about 1 inch higher in this location. I'm thinking about taking this brick building and put it over into the new city that I'm working on and replacing it with these 2 wooden structures. I think that might be a little bit more fitting. I have an old AHM kit that used to sit here that was a restaurant, and I think I might have to put it back together, and I broke it trying to disassemble it. I really broke it bad, so I think I might be able to fix it now, and it might go back there, but I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. That looks good looking down there, though. All right, let's go this way. Got a couple of projects I worked on this past week. Haven't been doing a whole lot. I had company for Memorial Day weekend, and had a couple of not really an official function, but I just got a bunch of veterans together for Memorial Day. And we sat around and talked about good times and had a couple beers and talked about men and women that we knew that we served with that are no longer with us, and how to best honor their memory and their sacrifice. And we all concluded that being the best American that you can and showing dignity and respect to everybody and being an American worthy of their sacrifice was the best way to do it. So that was my memorial message that I was going to put out last week, but I just got busy. And like I said, I had company for about a week and we was all over the place. So here's this update. So out here where this number 6 switch is at, that's going to be the Virginia main line. And I'm thinking where that soldering iron is, I may put a cement plant or another grain elevator like that. But it would be over here in this corner. And I think that'd be kind of a cool scene to have them connected with some sort of overhead bridge or something. The two grain elevators, that is. And I've seen a lot of locations where the grain elevators were so big and those multiple railroads servicing grain elevators that I think that would look okay. And it kind of, you know, takes your focus off the mainline trains behind, and so you can focus on the buildings that are going to be here. And if this is your first video watching, this piece here is going to be a powerhouse. And this is going to be the substation for the powerhouse. Powerhouse is going to have 3 tracks. I've got this 3-way switch here. I think I'm going to use that right in this spot. And I think it's going to look pretty good. I got this SD9 just kind of sitting there to show, you know, what it would look like. Kind of help me to envision things. Now, this track that curves off over here, this is a 22-inch radius. And this is the number 4 switch. I think those two are going to go. I think this is going to become a 24. That's going to be a number 6. And then where this B&O car is, I think that's going to be a 24 also. And I've just been using some, I don't remember what it's called, Snap Track or something like that. Just the short pieces, the 9-inch or whatever, to kind of help me get this visualized and everything. And then here at this diamond, this track will go straight out. This track here will curve over, be another switch, and they'll come together. And there will be another storage track coming off of that back here. So there'll be 2 more tracks over here. I think that'll work out fairly well, and I'm liking it so far. Turn around here to Swift, and we can knock some Swift drivers if you want, but I'm not going to right now because we know they're not very good drivers anyway. Just go YouTube it. You'll see them wrecking all the time. So this area may change. I had this switch right here. Gonna have 2 tracks, one for loads, one for empties, to kind of work back and forth. That may change. I'm trying to figure it out. I thought I had this down pat, and then the more I look at it, the more I don't like it. This little lumber supply I was going to throw right there, and then have some sort of like an office building over here and a gravel lot. And I think that might just have to get gone and come up with something else. I'm not sure. I'm happy with the city layout here. I took the courthouse, well, what I'm calling the courthouse right now, which used to be an old church. I think it's probably Plasticville or something. I took it from sitting by itself and I put it right on the road. I was going to do like a town square based on that, but I decided to use my own little hometown here in Lexington, North Carolina as an example, and just put it right next to the road itself, and then a series of buildings past that. I think it looks pretty good, especially with the backdrop there. Kind of gives you the idea of a maybe a little larger city. Could be better, but you know, it's just all mocked up right now. All right, let's show you what I've done. Go projects a little bit. Dwight bought some gondola cars at the model train show. There was 3 in a box for $8. He didn't want this one and the Penske cart behind it, so he gave them to me. And this car didn't have any trucks. I wasn't sure what it was, but it didn't say anything on the bottom. And I still don't know what it is, but I'm assuming it's a Tyco. But what I did was I found some trucks and a box of junk. I reamed them out a little bit, put some metal wheels in there. The stirrups right here. I cut the plastic ones off and put on some wire ones, some wire stirrups. And I think I got a pretty decent looking car now. Focus. Piece of crap phone. And then this one here I believe might be a Tyco also. It's a little bit longer. I haven't painted the wheels yet, but I'm happy with the way it looks as well. This is one of the cars that I picked up at the show, and I put it together, did a little wheel work to it, and I'm pretty happy with it as well. Also, I was thinking about doing a TOFC ramp here where this car is on the left, but I'm not sure that's going to work out too well. I may end up putting a TOFC ramp at the end over here of the freight house. So maybe extend this out maybe another 9 inches, put a little ramp over here and a little parking lot so they can shove the cars up or pull the cars up, whatever. And this little spot over here may become a very small engine facility. Basically just get a motor or two off of the track. We can call that the main line if you want, but take that off the main line and stick them there out of the way. I really like this little scene right here. I'm excited to do some scenery over here because the train passes right between these two fire departments. So one's going to be Firehouse A and the other's going to be Firehouse B, from left to right, of course, because that's the way the Army does it. And I think it's going to look pretty cool after I get it all put together. I think it's going to be nice. Oh, a couple more cars. I forgot about these. I bought this car at the show also. It was didn't have any road name on there. It just said Maintenance Way. And so I threw an AM decal on there in the middle of the road up there on the right. Painted the little piece of plywood right there. That's where you nail the like the waybills or the paperwork or something that travels with the car. And I thought that looked pretty cool. And then here's the coup de grace. Here's that little copper caboose, copper colored caboose that I bought. And I disassembled the whole thing without tearing it up. I put windows in it and window shades. I painted the window frames and the doors green. I, of course, painted, it red and black as well. Touched up the yellow handrails, put on some air hoses. I changed the trucks out. I had roller bearing trucks. I put some friction bearing trucks on there, painted that up a little bit. And I'm really happy with this. It says radio equipped. There's a radio antenna. I left it silver. Focus, what the hell's going on with this thing? Let's see, for the wooden walkways up there, I painted them flat black and then I shot them with a little bit of brown. So it changes the color just a little bit and I like it. Now the cupola still needs some windows in it and I'll work on that later this week. And I'm really happy with this little guy. I'm really pleased that I picked that up. So we'll come over here a little bit more. Haven't done anything here. I just kind of, what the hell is wrong with this thing? Not focusing. About pissed me off. Haven't had any sleep. Cranky. Start acting right. I'll get an iPhone 14. There, that little talk, I think it'll start acting right now. So I haven't really done anything here. Just threw some stuff around. But I have noticed that my little pillars on the ends, I smack the hell out of them all the time and I knock them off constantly. So I'm not gluing them down until I absolutely have to. Oh, here's a little something that's pretty cool. This is a Plasticville Depot. Dwight gave me this, and I bought another one for $1. And this is what it originally looked like. White and brown, plastic. And I painted this one a very light gray. Painted the doors, windows, frames black. And did a little bit of weathering on the wood deck. And I'm pretty happy with it. So that's going to be my little office for the industrial belt line. I had wanted to do a number 6 and number 6 and have a short stretch of track right here where I could park a motor in front of the yard office. And I don't think I'm going to do that now. I think I'm just going to this damn thing will stop. Focus. iPhone 14, I'm not going to say it again. So, I think I'm just going to come off the turnout will be the main line. So this will be the main line here. And then I think it'll be working. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. I think it will work out just fine in the long run. And if you've ever seen any photos of interurban railroads and stuff like that back in the 50s or before, they had some real wonky track arrangements in different locations. So everything else is exactly the same. I haven't figured anything else over here. I just kind of left everything the same. I haven't built anything else. Everything is just kind of just still in the mock-up phase. I haven't glued down this foam over here by the, well, this piece right here, or the corner piece. I'm gonna wait till I build this next section that will be here and put that foam in so I can get my curve right and get my transitions right and all that stuff. Ah, goodness, I am tired. I've had insomnia the last couple of nights. I woke up last night at like 1:50 in the morning. I didn't go back to sleep till after 5 this morning. I am really dragging ass right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I greatly appreciate everybody's time and that they watch my videos. My last 3 videos were not layout or project updates, and they did not do very well. So I'm hoping this one will get my views back up and maybe get back up to a 1,000, 1,600 per video again and all that. So like, subscribe, comment, come back here in a few days and see what I talk about next. Y'all have a great. I almost forgot. I want to tell Michael Anderson happy birthday, happy 30th birthday. Mikey's a great kid, even though he's 30, but he's my friend Dwight's son. He's a police officer, fine young man. Happy birthday. Stay safe out there.